Do you ever feel like you're drowning in health advice? Today, I'm going to show you how to end that cycle so you can end the overwhelm and the confusion of trying to figure it all out. I get it. One friend swears by celery juice, another by fasting. You scroll your favorite social media and find 12 different health miracles in 5 minutes. And yet, here you are, still unsure, still struggling, still stuck, wondering why those things seem to work for everyone but you. Listen, it's not you, it's the noise. You were taught to outsource your health. You ask 10 people the same question, you'll get 10 different opinions. And all those choices conflict and cause overwhelm. They want to sell you their thing. Throw in savvy marketing, AI, and you have enough information to cause some serious confusion. So, how do you cut through that noise? That's what I'm going to show you today. How you can find the answers you need and the solutions that fit you without being an expert. I'll share exactly how we did it and how I help others do it too. So by the end of this video, you'll see how you can ditch the overwhelm. Hi, I'm Jennell, creator of Simple Health Test, a body-led clarity method that helps people find what their health is hiding, verify what helps or interferes, and even where to start, all in minutes without any tools. Believe me when I say I totally get the overwhelm. Years ago, my mom struggled. Her symptoms were complex, some even chronic. No one could figure it out beyond medication to help manage or mask her symptoms. The stress of trying to figure it out was crazy until I discovered a body-led method that gave her the clarity she needed to be able to resolve her issues. Up until then, we were guessing using generic one-size-fits-all solutions and dated approaches. We discovered more clarity actually means less overwhelm. So if you're already nodding along with no idea of really where to start, grab my free 60-second clarity scorecard. It's the best place to begin so you can see the bigger picture and what your next step is. That link is below this video in the description. Now, let's dive into the 5 clarity triggers in today's video. Number 1, too many choices equals no clear direction. Number 2, more is the myth that keeps you stuck. Number 3, stop chasing symptoms, start reading signals. Number 4, the right thing in the wrong order still fails. Number 5, perfection is the fastest way to burnout. Now let's dive into clarity trigger number 1, too many choices equals no clear direction. Have you ever stood in a health aisle staring at the shelves? So many choices, brands, options. How do you decide? They all sound amazing. One says energy support, one says immune boost. They all sound so important. So how do you know which one truly fits your body's needs or needs to avoid? That moment right there, that's the trap. Too many options leads to overwhelm, leads to paralysis, confusion. Either you walk out with nothing or everything. I get it. When I had my health food store, I saw it. Customers walked in hopeful, then quickly felt overwhelmed. I started teaching a body-led approach to test what to consider and what to pass. Customers loved it because they could finally verify their choices in real time. Here's the truth. Your body doesn't need all the healthy things. It only needs the right thing that fits that body right now. What worked 5 years ago might be what's interfering today. And that's where clarity beats overwhelm every time. Let me introduce you to Karen, a typical customer that would often come in during the fall. Sinus issues flaring, totally discouraged. She tried so much already, medicinal and natural. Nothing really worked for her. Her practitioner sent her to find something for sinuses, but she'd already done all the remedies, all the products. So we tested instead, and her body pointed somewhere else entirely. Within days, her symptoms started to fade, and from that point on, Karen always checked her body first. It only took a minute before buying or trying something new. And she said that one habit alone removed 90% of her old overwhelm. Okay, let's keep going because this next one is a big one. Clarity trigger number 2. More is the myth that keeps you stuck. We've been taught that more is better, more supplements, more superfoods, more morning routines. But in reality, more often means more confusion for your body. If you're already overwhelmed, piling on more scatters your effort. Think about it. If your phone had 47 apps all running at once, what would happen? It would slow down, freeze, maybe even shut off. That's exactly what your body feels when you're juggling too many health fixes all at once. The solution isn't more, it's knowing which one matters right now. Take Marlene. She had cupboards full of powders, oils, and books. Every time she opened them, she never really knew where to start until she learned to use a body led method. Her body showed her that more than half of what she was using wasn't useful for her body anymore. She was able to immediately lighten her load. She said it felt like instant relief. Imagine the relief of sweeping your shoulds off the table and seeing what truly moves the needle. What Marlene needed was a way to have more clarity, which ultimately meant less effort, having to try less things and stuff, hoping something might work, which meant way less overwhelm. So, how do you get that clarity for yourself? Wait till you hear number 5. But first, let's continue where we were. Clarity trigger number 3. Stop chasing symptoms, start reading signals. This is a big one, and it may take a minute to understand the concept, but once you do, it will explain so much about overwhelm. So stay with me. You see, your body doesn't speak in words, it speaks in signals. But most of us think symptoms, not signals. And we look for solutions to stop the symptom because we don't like how it makes us feel. Think fatigue. Fatigue is a symptom, right? Brain fog is a symptom. Even food cravings can be symptoms. Aches, pains, also symptoms. Then we look for a quick way to control them or stop them. Think coffee to fight fatigue, painkillers to mask pain, food for emotional healing instead of fuel for the body. But here's the secret. If you learn to see the real signals as the problem and not focus on the symptoms, you'll be able to stop the overwhelm faster. Symptoms are your body's way of getting you to notice there's a problem, and your body will keep cranking up the volume on those symptoms until you start to take notice. Once you discover what your body's signals mean for you, the overwhelm melts away because suddenly you're not chasing 50 possibilities of why you're fatigued. You're following one clear lead. Let me share this example so you can see it. Sue thought her constant fatigue was her age. In fact, she was told it was menopause. She tried all the solutions for fatigue related to menopause: ginseng, green smoothies, energy sprays, even devices and apps. But none of it worked. She felt confused and overwhelmed. She tried everything to end her fatigue, but it didn't work for her because she missed the signal. Signals for fatigue could be many things, such as an organ that needs support, a system that is blocked or overwhelmed, foods that don't support your body, or nutrition that's lacking, causing an energy drop. I did a previous video about being misdiagnosed, if you want to go deeper on this. Now, once Sue let her body have a voice instead of guessing, she saw the signal her body was trying to get her to see all along. The right answer suddenly became clear. Having that kind of clarity was her shift out of the overwhelm from doing all the things, but yet none of it worked. Now, a lot of people are surprised by this next one. I just finished speaking at a virtual living summit, and the participants were shocked to discover that the body has priorities. So this is clarity trigger number 4. The right thing in the wrong order still fails. And this is an important key to consider. Doing all the right things in the wrong order, think of it like baking a carrot cake. You get out all the ingredients: flour, sugar, eggs, butter, carrots, of course, all the right ingredients to make your carrot cake. But if you dump them all in the pan at random, you don't get a cake. You get a big mess. Your body works the same way. Even good remedies can backfire if they're not in the right priority for what your body needs right now. The magic happens when you offer your body what it wants in the order it wants it. So once you use the right sequence, you see what your body's ready for. That's when progress finally feels easy. When I look back at my mom, she was doing everything, hoping something would work, but had no way to know. So she tried it all. Some would help temporarily, others made her worse. But once we used the simple health test, she discovered what her body wanted first. Things started to finally shift. The next decisions, same thing. And she began to match her body's needs, which allowed her feeling of overwhelm to shift too. Now, let's look at our last clarity trigger, number 5. Perfection is the fastest way to burnout. That's another trap. If you just do everything perfect, only healthy choices, you'll naturally feel better, right? Perfect diet, perfect exercise, perfect sleep hours. But perfection isn't sustainable. And even if it was, chasing it drains you more. That's a lot of work trying to do it all right. But the truth is, your body doesn't need perfection. It just needs clarity. One clear step that supports your body the way it wants beats 100 perfect rules every time. I've seen it again and again. The guilt of not getting it right, of messing up, the diet restrictions, the exercise app, the sleep rules. I've seen years of pressure gone in minutes when you can finally step into having clarity about what fits and what doesn't. That can free years of overwhelm in just a few minutes without more tools, rules, or apps. So let's recap the 5 clarity triggers. Too many choices equals no clear direction. More is a myth. Clarity beats clutter. Signals guide you. Symptoms mislead you. Sequence matters. Right thing, wrong order, still fails. Perfection is a lie. One clear step wins. Listen, overwhelm comes from too many choices, too many habits, too many symptoms, and not having enough clarity. Clarity can happen in minutes using a body-led method like the simple health test. The shift is simple. Stop starting with symptoms. Stop chasing every solution. Start verifying what matters right now. Trust the signals your body gives you. It's the easiest way. How do we start? With the 60-second clarity scorecard. It can show you what's behind your overwhelm. It's a quick way to see the big picture and what your next step is. Grab it today. Then save your seat for the next free live class. I'll walk you through the method step by step so you can see it in real time. You'll find both those links below. One takes 60 seconds, the other changes how you approach your health forever. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit like and don't forget to subscribe, because next week we're tackling why some people just can't gain weight no matter how many carbs they consume. I'll see you next week, and until then, remember, when in doubt, test it out, because your body already knows. You just need a way to see it.